Now, this would not be a Tyler Perry production if there wasn't a big twist. So without spoiling it, what is one word that you would describe the big twist in the movie towards the end?
What was Tasha Smith's line in Why Did I Get Married? Boom.
I'm Chet Kincaid with that Grape Juice, Tyler Lepley,
Yeah.
RonReaco Lee. How are you both today?
Man,
Good, man.
great.
So your characters, Tony and Kevin,
Yeah.
are enemies, or are they? What I love about this movie is the fact that, you know, the lines of friend and foe are blurred. So what was it for them that kept that, you know, sense of unpredictability and that level of suspense?
I don't know. I guess
Were they enemies?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
I don't think so. I
Maybe
think
on the surface.
Yeah, no, I think they were definitely. It's interesting. There were moments when I felt like Tony's character kind of took the reins, and then there was moments there in the end where I felt like Kevin's character kind of. So I think they kind of. I don't know. They shared the load. I think they were both interesting people, and not to give anything
To
away,
say the least.
they've you know. They made choices. We'll just say that.
Absolutely. Now, this plot, something else. Now, if this was a real life situation that both of you were in, do you think that you would fall for the deception or, you know, pick up on it?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like if I was in,
And be honest.
yeah, I feel like who's being deceived the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, without giving it away, is definitely like Marley for sure. And I think if I were to step in her shoes, I mean, I don't know. Kevin and Tony and Fela did a hell of a job.
Ain't that good?
A hell of a
I'ma tell
job
you now.
persuading that. So I might have fell for it.
Ain't that good, dog. I would have fallen. Listen, I would have been surprised. Like, what?
Yeah.
But I thought you and I, you're my friend. Like, that would have been me. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
It is crazy how it all turns out at the end.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, ain't no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, of course, when we think about relationships, Tony and Marley, they have an issue with keeping secrets from one another. So I want to know your thoughts on, in relationships, do you believe in pillow talk, telling your partner everything, or something should just stay between friends?
Look at here, boy. You trying to start some shit.
All right, I'm about to go
Trying to
home.
start some shit.
I think, yeah, I don't know. You want to answer?
I don't. But now, and you actually, no, I do. Because in saying I
Yeah.
don't, that's shit. I'm messing
I
myself
think
up.
that I think if it's important enough, you got to put it on the table. For
Yeah.
sure.
Got you.
But it's like, you know, there's certain things that
Yeah.
there's certain things that may not come up if it's not if it's not important. You don't need to know what I ate today if it ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, if there's something we all know right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something that you should be communicating with your partner about, you know, then you should put it on the table.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you gotta communicate.
For sure.
I got 2 kids. Ain't no pillow talk. We get we go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
we sleep.
Yeah.
Talk to you about that shit in the morning. Come mess with me right now. I'm just playing.
Now, this would not be a Tyler Perry production if there wasn't a big twist. So without spoiling it, what is one word that you would describe the big twist in the movie towards the end?
What was Tasha Smith's line in Why Did I Get Married? Boom.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was gonna say, damn.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
It's one of them.
He
Mic
smacked you
drops.
in the face with that one.
Yeah.
And you, Tyler?
Well, he said boom. I'd have had to say damn.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
something similar. It's such a curveball.
Right.
You know, it's so not what meets the eye. It's so unsuspecting. You know what I mean? Even when I was reading it, of course I'm waiting for the curveball. I'm waiting for the twists and the turns. But when I actually read it, I mean, that wouldn't even caught me by surprise.
Right. And before I let you go, this is not your first Tyler Perry production. When you come into working for a Tyler Perry movie project, what do you expect knowing and being familiar with working with him before? Because I love the whole haves and have-nots. Benny and Veronica. Yeah.
I don't know. What'd you think?
Oh gosh, I definitely know. I need to know my lines, frontwards and backwards, and just obviously just committing to whatever is required in the scene. I think is the biggest thing. I think it's for me. It's just in every scene, because the workload is daunting, right?
Yeah.
But I think regardless of the dialogue and what he's written. If you can connect with the emotional aspect of the scene first, I find that the lines will be there.
Yeah.
You know, your instrument will show up. A good friend of mine said this to me recently, Tequila Whitfield. Your instrument will show up, and it does. You know, he requires just a level of commitment to the part and to the scene, and I think when you can show up, you're good to go. But that's my main thing, just knowing every day, just go, you know, but, you know, pedal to the, like, floor it, you know what I mean, and just commit, give him what he's asking for.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest thing, because he's expecting so much from you, and he's very efficient, runs a tight ship, so you really got to show up ready to go in terms of what he's expecting. And then I think B, you know, coming with some of your own ideas that are outside of the script too. I remember at one point we did a scene, and you know, I think we maybe did 2 run-throughs. And he's like, "All right, got it. We'll check the gates, moving on." He said, "Unless you have something else that you want to bring to it." And I was like, "Yeah, let's run it one more time." He's like, "All right, well, do your thing this time." And then I remember actually seeing it, and we used a big chunk of what it is that I was bringing to it. So I feel like, I mean, that's just the collaborative effort anyway. Obviously, you want to make sure you're showing up for him, but then, you know, have some ideas that you want to bring for your own as well.
Yeah, perfect. And on that note, Tyler, RonReaco, thank you so much for your time. Wishing the both of you so much more success.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate
Appreciate
you,
that, man.
Thank you.